Surprise! Prison Architect just released a surprise DLC. This one is called The Perfect Storm. You can find out more about it using the link in the video description below and obviously by watching this video. But essentially what's going on is Prison Architect is introducing something called, get this, Calamity. There are a number of different types of calamity. Everything from lightning strikes to freezing storms to rat infestations and even the prisoners getting the flu. Now with this, you're gonna get some new rooms and some new objects like the weather room and the weather machine, which will help you predict and preempt incoming calamitous storm. We're gonna be doing that in today's episode. So strap yourselves in, thank Paradox for sponsoring this video, and let's see just what the perfect storm is all about in Prison Architect. Welcome to the Rock, aka Alcatraz, or is it Alcatraz aka the Rock? Now the warden here couldn't hack it, and the company that owns this prison requested someone with experience in dealing with natural disasters and calamities and prison experience. You may be saying, wait a minute, Baron, how are you qualified? In one of the last Prison Architect videos, you were a prisoner here, and I saw you escape it. Yes, you're right. And that answers the question of how did I get experience in prisons? I mean, they didn't really specify. And I'm a Floridian, so I know all about natural disasters and calamities. Some of the ones we're going to be dealing with are, well, rat infestations, heat waves, lightning storms, and deep freezes. Now, there's a lot of things that we need to do, but one of the first is scouting through this. We need to find a facility to house a very important machine. That, my friends, is a weather machine. But before we do that, we need to first turn on weather intensity. Let's do it to high. Now that that's done, we can find the weather center. Now this room needs to be at least 3x2 because it's going to house the weather machine. So now that we've got the space, now we should be able to find the fabled object. Dun 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 dun, the weather machine. And you see this guy right here? The workman with the giant box? That kind of reminds you, wait a minute. I watched Indiana Jones and I've seen the Ark of the Covenant hide in one of those boxes before. What's in this one? Look at this. I'm exhausted just overseeing the construction of this fabled device. But if we use our ability to fast forward time, you can see that now we have the weather machine, which provides advanced weather forecasts. This will predict the duration, temperature, precipitation, wind speed, and visibility conditions of any incoming storms. Additionally, it will give a countdown for any worrying weather events that might be incoming. Fantastic! Now, amongst the calamities that can hit Alcatraz, prisoners are able to get the flu, and the way we can get early warning on that is by using doctors and having them employed. What is that, a stopwatch? We found an illegal stopwatch! If only we could turn back time. Now, rats are going to be found via janitors. We have 15 different janitors, so, I mean, I realize this is a sprawling compound, an island fortress, but 15 people should be able to find some rats, right? Right? And then we have, there's possible that, like, walls can just collapse through, like, sinkholes. Another thing that us Floridians are quite familiar with. And foremen are gonna be the guys that can see that. Now, we've only got one foreman, and I accidentally hired one. Sir, you're fired. Think we got a budget for you yet? Now, this old building over here could be used if we wanted to make like an advanced weather center, but at the moment, there's only the weather machine. Now, there is the weather antenna, so we could put one out here, but we'd have to make sure that it has access to electricity. So in looking at our electrical grid, we could probably put one over here and another one down here, but it might only be necessary to have one. Because when you look at the new items, well, you've got rat traps, weather antennas, fire extinguishers, fire alarms, grit bins, lightning rods, to name but a few. So we're gonna want all of these. Now we'll put it outside the fence, so hopefully less people are gonna vandalize it. And we'll run some electric cable to it. Now we just need people to install it. And since it's outside the walls, they gotta go all the way around on the shore. Look at this guy, man. Yeah, I bet you're tired. You're literally carrying that all by yourself. Why don't you guys use, I don't know, like a four-wheeler or like a helicopter or something. I guess we need, you know, a little bit better amenities for our workers here. But there it is. It's getting put in. Now we just need to run power to it because, well, it requires electricity, obviously. And there we go. Now, it's powered. But if we wanted to deal with lightning storms, we're going to need... Let's go over here to Perfect Storm. Lightning rods. This item will redirect and safely absorb lightning strikes. And you can kind of see the grid of its coverage. The problem is we can put them outside, but there's a decent amount that won't be covered inside. But I think the first area that needs to be protected is the yard. And honestly, the power facility as well. These things are $2,500. They're not cheap. I wouldn't say they're expensive either. Now, it just so happens that where I want to put it is right behind this bench press. So it's like, if you need a spot, you have a lightning rod. I don't know what to tell you. So this is the area where it's like the most likely to be struck, or rather, more people are going to be in and around this area. So higher risk. Plus, our power facility is obviously a high risk. But I think the others definitely over here. We have a lot of people going in and out, especially around the storage room. So I'm thinking we're going to want one there as well. So there we go. So here is our first lightning rod delivery. It almost looks like, I mean, I guess in a way, it's sort of similar to a Tesla coil. They both deal with electricity, right? Just one receives and the other dispenses it. Man, wouldn't Tesla coils be a very effective, albeit controversial, way of ensuring people stay in prison? So we've got 3 coming here, out here, and then 1 over by the workman area. That worker had to be let inside. They're both right here, making their way, getting their access, and boom. Lightning rods, baby. We didn't start the fire. Okay, they want fire extinguishers. These things could be good. I think we'll want one in and around the weather center. Although it could fit in the armory. But fire alarms might be pretty good. Alerts you and any units around when an active fire has been detected in the surrounding area. And it's indoor only. So we'll definitely want one in our facility here. And I'm thinking just spreading them around. Now, if you were to guess, hey, where's a fire more than likely going to start? Probably where all the big burners are. So those will be installed, the fire alarms, but now we may want some active prevention. And I mean, this is the weather room, right? So if you have to run all the way here and get your fire extinguishers, so be it. We need like a weather brigade. Mayor Calvin Heller, a disaster at a nearby prison has rendered a whole section of the facility unusable. We have no choice but to transfer the prisoners there to your prison. Okay, so luckily we have capacity for them because we're only using about 2/3. But if there's a disaster affecting other prisons, if it's weather related or something, chances are we'll be hit next. And here they come. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. We just gained like over 40 prisoners. This is gonna be a little bit nuts. We've got 60 guards and 12 armed guards. We've got gardeners, janitors, a chief. We don't have a psychiatrist, but hey man, we gotta make sure that we can survive natural disasters before we can survive the disaster of the mind. Oh my goodness. That's when I would have tried to escape right then. Hey, please put me in prison. The CEO. Oh my goodness. Reduced meal quality. Man, get out of here. Now, I turned on Fog of War because I find it really helpful to kind of understand where we don't really have vision at any one time. So this is prison coverage plans. Arson and accident plan we have off. Prison preservation plan, prison restoration plan, health and safety plan, and pest control. We need, now this is only available when there's a rat infestation. We fortunately don't have one of those. Not yet. Now one of the other things that's possible is staff training, because you may think, hey, do these guys know how to use fire extinguishers? I'm thinking the same thing. I don't know. Fire safety training and cold control training. That's in case we get a blizzard. Now we need a room for fire safety training. This guy's a jerk. He's taking my money. All right, we are going to need a training room. Honestly, we're gonna do it near the weather center. Now we're gonna need an office desk. Okay, this is our first calamity. Subsidence, which I think of as, you know, kind of a sinkhole in a way. Although smaller. just happened, and we had this wall wrecked. So what we're gonna need to do is, well, fix it. A grit bin, and now we need a rat trap so that they learn how to do that. So now, once this training room is complete, we can train our people in how to deal with these potential, yet seemingly inevitable calamities. So construction is proceeding. We've got our first aid. Now we just need to finish the rat trap, and there we go. I really wish this man would be fired. Sir, we're training our staff, okay? Stop telling us to save money just so you can buy another yacht or something ridiculous like that. So, we have unscheduled fire safety training. Look at how much staff we have. It's quite impressive. I guess they want low quality. I can't have the CEO continue trying to fire me. So, sorry guys, but you're gonna have to train in the wee hours of the morning. But don't worry, our jerk of a CEO will hopefully pay you guys overtime. A fire started in the kitchen, and subsidence of the land has destroyed a section of the outer wall? Where? Oh my god, down here. See, this is what's like, us Floridians know, man, you build along the water, things is gonna happen. Alright, let's pause time and see. Oh my gosh, see? I'm really happy that we put the fire alarm in there. I think the issue, though, is I don't think we've got training yet. Oh no. This is, what you'd call very bad. It's just... No, man. This is bad. Someone put out the fires. Coverage. We want arson and accidents. And we'll have it on 1 active fire alarm. Oh my god, it is destroying everything. Fortunately for us, it's only hitting one of the most key aspects of the facility. Dude, the prison is literally burning down, and you're getting on my nerves about whether or not the quality of food we're making is low enough. We won't have any food at all. All right, the firemen just got here. Oh, the doctor. We've been getting reports of sickness from a number of prisoners. It might be worth identifying and quarantining the infecting to stop it from spreading. That's a great idea. Why don't you do that? You're the doctor. I'm the guy who's gonna get fired because my prison is burning down because we didn't train our people in time, and the CEO is taking my money because we're not dropping down the money. Oh my gosh. Look at the cooks. They're still out here. You know what? We're still ready to work, boss. Thanks. Wait, we don't have another one, do we? Alright. This... This is what you call a bad day at work. Alright, get in there. There's still a few more fires. Yeah, there we go. Spray it down. Put those fires out. I really hate you, CEO. You're like the worst guy ever. Alright, are there any more fires at this island fortress of a prison? No. Alright, firemen, you did great. You wouldn't happen to be trained in construction, would you? 'Cause... Oh my god. What's the warden calling about? Oh man. We've got a messiah. Okay, great. Okay, well I think the first thing we need is utilities. Our electrical cables were broken, water was as well. The pipes got destroyed. Oh man, that lost power. Let's run some large pipes and a little bit of a small pipe down here. That should... And you can see where the walls were and where they are all now using utility mode. It's like, hey, this is where walls should be. And they're gone. Honestly, it's kind of hard to make out what was where. I think this is right. And then I think they had access via here. Jeez, so that is a fire. We have other kinds of storms. Actually, hold on, let me check utilities. Yeah, okay, so I actually need to run this line over to here. This will continue to happen until you do as I've asked. I'm gonna hire one of my prisoners to come visit you at your work, Mr. CEO, alright? Listen, you really gotta chill, man. I mean, our prisoners aren't gonna have anything to eat, and that's gonna cause a lot of problems. This is what you call learning the hard way. Now, cold control training is led by a foreman in the training room. Is this training room even adequate? This is clearly, we need more desks. This facility is completely inadequate for our needs. But when you have to repair a lot of the prison. We could turn this into the training facility because there are 150 people that still need to be trained. Oh my god. Slowly but surely getting fixed. Oh great, it's the mayor. A disaster at a nearby prison has rendered a whole section of the facility unusable. Dude, I can take 15 more prisoners, and we already have a death today. It's not good. I'm not sure if we can feed these people, but this is what it's like running a prison when, you know, this is what you call regret. Map settings, weather intensity, high. Enable events. Yes. Why do I do these things to myself? Well, because it's fun. And we've got a bunch of deliveries. We got mail, and we're gonna have a whole lot of people. Wait a minute. No, I didn't think you were gonna put me above the capacity. Are you kidding me? I mean, we've got like a flu outbreak. We've got a CEO that's a jerk. What do you mean we have lots of spare room to take in more prisoners? No, we do not. We have a mass breakout. Where's the wall? Did they just destroy? Okay, we've got our wall breaking and they're making their way across the land bridge right here. Coverage. Prison preservation. How about get my people back into their cells? Oh, that's quite a bit of officers. One escape today. Get them, boys. Stop them. There we go. There's the tasers. All right, we had 9 escapes, but we did mitigate the rest of it. So they broke out. Oh, you're unconscious. And it looks like the issue is right over here. They broke out here. So what we need to do is wall this off. So we're gonna put in a fence gate here. Not a white picket fence. Yeah, so honestly, having that many people escape was honestly part of my plan. Oh my gosh. Because it dealt with some of the overflow. It was all part of the plan. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And now we definitely have to close off these walls because they sure do like to break out from there. All a part of running a prison. Danger, Will Robinson. You have no idea what you're doing. You are in above your head. See, this is what happens when you get someone who escapes from prison to run a prison. So we have 156 cells you can see right here. I might have to find room for more. And honestly, we could put it across the way. It would just be a little bit tight. So if you can see here, we're gonna put some 2x3 cells up above. And now we need toilets. All right, build the cells. I'm losing so much money from that guy. But that should give us the coverage we need. It's just gonna take quite a while to construct all of this, especially considering we got other problems. So we need a cooker and a fridge. All right, so here's the kitchen. So we're constructing new cells. Oh man, these guys are gonna need, obviously, pipes. A large pipe run from here, but it kind of looks like their family time is low, but their food is okay. Holy crap. I am wildly impressed. Serving table. Oh yeah, our serving tables were kind of done. So what we need to do is expand the canteen a little wider again. There we go. What do you mean there's no prisoners assigned to eat this canteen? A fire is the most devastating thing that I think can happen. Now just think, we haven't had any rats or anything like that, or any ice storms, or any lightning strikes. All right, we're gonna have our first storm that's coming, and we're about to go from spring into fall, which has a higher chance of thunderstorms and freezes. Well, thunderstorms as in lightning strikes. Our prison is falling apart, but luckily it's considered a weak storm. Oh! Watch out for electrical issues and structural damage. This is our first storm. Luckily, it's a weak storm, but I mean, I saw some, like, thunderclouds. I saw thunderclouds. I saw some lightning and heard some thunder and believed that there are clouds above causing the two. That would be a little more accurate, wouldn't it? Not seeing any lightning yet. Ooh. Oh! We had a lightning strike, I think, over on the western side of the island. Oh, another lightning strike. I couldn't really tell where it hit. I think it was in this area. I wonder if our lightning rods are really, like, proving to be useful. See, that was another strike right around here. Hey, we handled our first calamity. You can expect a reward in the near future. The weather has become more erratic in recent years. We were lucky this time around, but this prison should be prepared for every eventuality. Some grants are offered to local businesses after adverse weather. I trust you will take advantage of them. Okay. So there's advanced staff training to deal with emergencies and emergency protocols. And you can see how the prerequisite is any calamity happening. So we have access to $25,000. So we'll go ahead and take advantage of that grant. And I'd say so far that, like, we definitely are still recovering from that fire, and I've got a lot of work to do here. And it's also spring, just changed into summer, and after summer comes fall, and fall is the dangerous season. So, if you guys do want to see more Prison Architect, we'll pull the trigger on the like button and let me know. Thank you to Paradox for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can find out more about the DLC in the link in the video description below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.